Hi, folks. Me again. I like to say hi to all my fans out there, if you want to call them fans, followers, or people that just like to listen to me bitch about what's today's problems are going on, weeks, months, years, or whatever. We can start with let's start with the gay marriage thing there in Kentucky. They could have just went to the next town. That's all I got to say. They just wanted to make a big deal about it, you know. If you want to start banning flags, let's start banning the gay flag. They don't need that. Yeah, they don't need that flag at all. That's one of the biggest, the the biggest bigot, racist, and hatist flag there is. Hatist. I don't think there is that such a word, but it is. you know. And then when they throw a parade, you get them guys walking around in their outfits with their dicks hanging out. And if your family, I guess if you don't bring your family to them, I guess maybe you're considered you're prejudiced. I don't know, but I'll never take my family to one because my grandsons and my granddaughters do not need to see grown men walking around with their dicks hanging out with a big smile on their face. Maybe they're pedophiles too. I don't know. And if they're pedophiles, let's make it an open season on them too. Pedophiles. That'd be good, I think. That would stop a lot of this shit too. Kill them all. Kill the pedophiles. That would stop it. And how come we got these guys dead cold? We got the guy in Colorado. We got the black guy killing that cop and all this other stuff. We catch him dead hand. But now we're going to put him in court. And then the court's going to listen to him for 6 to 8 weeks. And then they'll have a hearing after they're found guilty. Then we're going to have a hearing of their sentence hearing. Bullshit. Break out the torches and hang them. That's all it needs to be. America, get your balls back. Hang them. We don't need all this court shit. We see it on TV. We see them get caught. Bullshit. Hang them right then and there. They don't need court. What you going to prove? You already seen them do it. So, hey, hang them right then and there. And that guy who killed the reporters and the cameraman, they said that he wanted to be known as an Irish American. He was black, a fat black gay man, and I still think the gay flag told him to do it. So let's ban the flag, don't you think? And how about all them guys hollering, "Kill Whitey, kill the cops"? Why don't the FBI and the local police of that area go arrest them guys? Huh? They're making terroristic threats. They should be in jail, not walking around. But again, they're Obama's buds. So does that tell you that right there? Right there. Obama wants to ruin the United States, and he's doing a damn good job of it. He's got the liberals up in arms about everything, about all of this other bullshit that they're doing, A few other things that gets me, yeah, I know I'm 58 years old. I'm an old man. And I make some stupid challenges, like when I challenged the Cottonmouth Kings to a smokeout. Yeah, that's something a young kid would do. But it's fun to do it. Because really in the long run, I knew they wouldn't accept, because you can say that they're maybe too busy, which I doubt. They didn't even say we don't have time or nothing. So and then I became friends with. I started following Shelly Chong on Twitter. Beautiful woman. Smart woman. She's got her husband is great. I have nothing bad to say about none of them. I really don't. He's been around for a long time. I can remember laughing so hard to his movies and to his records. I said records, not CDs now, boys and girls. Uh, and I asked her for her help, and I haven't gotten nothing from her, so I ain't worrying about that. And, but I wanted to challenge them, and my rules were no crowds. You could bring your wives and your girlfriends. And if they were in my area, and I told them where the area was, that I would pick them up, and the first one either to go to sleep or say no more, the other person won, and it would have been me against the group. So what can I say? And they, no reply. What else? Uh, you get. I don't know where to say anymore because everything is. It seems like they show the news. If they show the poor parts of town, they don't go to the white section either. It's always the black. Like it's the black. Like they're showing. Here's the black part of town. They're all poor and dirty. But how about the white part of it? There's whites that live there, but you don't want to show them NBC News, ABC News, CBS News. You're all the same. You guys are just clown reports. Let's hope, everybody, say it together. Let's make America great. So vote for Trump. You don't want Hillary in there because she's going to give us to Saudi Arabia and to the Middle East. You don't want Bernie Sanders in there because he's a socialist. And after socialist is going to become communism. And then you got them other libtards or liberals who don't want to think for themselves. They say, it's good for the government, so we'll do it because the government says so. But now, I just don't understand anymore what's going on in America. When I was an American or growing up, I was free to go from my house to the school. And now when a parent does that, the police comes knock on their door and threatens to throw them in jail for what? I guess you could call it free-range parenting. What's wrong with that? When you trust your kids good enough to go from point A, their house, to point B, to school, and they make it, and then they walk back and they make it back. Wow. But then there's some old lady sitting on her porch and she don't think it's right that these kids are walking back home, so she calls the cops. What's it to her? Huh? This old lady, she's probably already raised her kids, if she has any at all. She knows what's right? Yeah, sure. She don't know shit. That's bullshit. If my grandsons lived with me, yeah, we're further enough away for them to ride the bus. But we're also close enough where they could walk to school. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And if someone would call the cops on me and they come knocking on my door, I'd tell them really it's none of their fucking business how I raise my kids. Or my grandkids, I should say. It isn't. I don't think it is, at least. We teach them stranger danger and not to get into cars with strangers. And like they said, to learn to give your kids a password in case some stranger says, hey, your parents sent me here. Stuff like that. These so-called rights activists, they sit on their asses and they think of stuff rather to make your not to make your life easier, to make your life more hell. You know, uh, yeah, I feel sorry for the woman that with that senior salute thing. That's kind of stupid on my part. It's in private schools where all these rich bastards send their kids to. Yeah, and I said bastard. Like Louis Farrakhan, he's a bastard. And I bet you I can prove that too. I bet you that man doesn't even know who his father is. And all these other black bastards that are hollering, kill Whitey, the cracker, and let's shoot the police. I bet you half them bastards didn't even finish the second. Maybe, I bet you most of them did finish the 6th grade, but I bet you 99.9% don't even know who their fathers are. It could be, what, 1 out of 15 maybe? Because mom didn't want to go to work, and all she wanted to do was live on welfare, lay on her back, and spread her legs. That's how I see it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to run for office. I'm not. Because if I run for office, long hair, shorts, I like my green, that right there, that's against political right there, because I'm not a politician. This helps me with my public speaking one way or another. It really does. I wish I could have people ask me questions, send me some questions. That would be great through Twitter, and maybe I could sit down and with a piece of paper and answer them. If you want to do that, go to Twitter, look up 5763 at Tom, I think it is, or at Frazier. Hey, send me a question, and when I do this again, I will answer your questions. And that one lady said, it looks like Grandpa needs his meds. Lady, fuck off. Okay? I don't see you doing anything about it. You're probably one of them libtards or libtards or liberals or whatever you want to call yourself, or Tea Party or a Republican or whatever. And all you do is sit on your ass and don't do a damn thing about it. So, hey, don't tell me I'm missing my meds, okay? You don't know a damn thing about me, lady, okay? So next time you say I'm missing my meds, think if you know me or not. If not, just keep your damn mouth shut, okay? What to do, really. I wish the elections could be sooner than 2016, because I would love to see Donald Trump win, and then as soon as he wins, slap the cuffs on Hillary, Obama, his wife, and all the other people in the White House that worked with Obama, including every damn Iranian that worked there. And that's 2 of them. One of that is side by side walking with Obama. She's probably giving him a hand job and promising him everything. That's why they got that good deal. And that one lady, I don't know if she's married to Anthony Weiner anymore or not, but she's right near Hillary's side, so she'd be telling Hillary, take the Iranian deal, take the Iranian deal. I think she's probably put on here from Iran, and been, brainwashed, or she's going to brainwash Hillary. But you got to admit, when she was on TV in Prison Orange, she looked pretty good. I think she belongs in Prison Orange, don't you think? And then Bill could probably use a break from her anyway, don't you think? Boy, that voice would break, get on your nerves anyway, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. uh, Hillary's coming to Iowa again and register here to vote and have a dinner with Hillary. Oh, yeah, sure. Win your dinner with Hillary. The last dinner with Hillary was won by her campaign manager, her daughter, her son, and one of her people on her bus. That's who won the dinner. I guess not enough Iowans registered to have dinner with her because we're not fools. You know, people might say Iowa stands for idiots out walking around. You can say that, but we're not. We're not that easily fooled. You know, it's just we just sit back and watch you other people, and we get tired of it. You know, our hey now listen now here. I know our governor ain't the best. Our governor Terry Branstad, he's stupid with the big ass, and I mean it too. This man is stupid. You know, you have to go back and read the news reports, read everything. He's that stupid. He is. I tell you what, you know, how can you make cannabis oil legal, but then again, you make it illegal to be in possession of? You know, because he signed this paper because this one little girl needed cannabis oil to help with her seizures. And he made it legal to have in Iowa. But he also made it against the law to be in possession of it. See, that's how ugly, that's how stupid this man is. Oh yeah, on his third term in office here in Iowa, his own son popped him in his mouth. So that tells you what type of man he is for some reason. They wouldn't really go deep into that why, you know, so I would like to know why on that. You know. And you know, and it just gets monotonous. You know, I'm an amputee. I help around the house. I'm a house husband. I try my best to mow my lawn. It's uphill. Most of it is. And if you're an amputee and if you've listened to this, you know how bad it is to mow the lawn unless you got a rider. I can't afford a rider. My yard's too small for a rider. I feel sorry for my wife on hot days. I try my best to help my wife mow the lawn. It takes me about 2 hours to do my front yard when I can mow my lawn because the way it is, it's uphill and got holes in it which you can't see because of the grass. And I got to mow it a little bit at a time and go very, very slow where I don't trip and fall and all of that. And it's very hard. You know, people won't hire you. You know, you go in there and it's just one, you go in there wearing pants and you don't want to break the law. You take your restrictions in there and everything, and when they see amputee, all they say is, I tell you what, we've got other applications coming in and we'll call you when we need you. After of all the applications I've been filled out, I've yet to be called. Really, honestly. I don't think that's fair. You know, and that's why I have made some of the few challenges on Twitter I have made. But all I get is, hey, have you tried the Crown Papers, the Crown this, or have you heard our new album? Nothing of this, you know. It'd be nice to hear something from the Kings, you know. I like their music, even for 58 years old. They put out some pretty good music, you know. And I invited Shelley Chong and Tommy Chong to be judges. That way they could say, hey, he's asleep, he's out of it, pull him off to the side. Even if it was me, I'd admit if I lost, but I haven't heard nothing from them either. So, does it break my heart? No, it don't even let me down. I'm used to being let down by a lot of people. So, it's, you know, as Billy Preston said, nothing for nothing leaves nothing, but you got to have something if you want to dance with me. I have nothing they want, I guess. I don't have money to give to them. Because I'm on disability, and that don't get me far to pay my bills. It don't get, my wife has got to work 2 part-time jobs to help pay for the bills. I have tried to start a business, and I'm still working on it. I have, my business is a promotional business. I've tried to get a blues type of festival here in my town, and the city said, "Oh yeah, they'll help me." And next thing I know, they stab me in the back, take my idea, and start a country music festival, exactly using my ideas, but having it country music instead of the blues. So that shows you where the city is with me, right? They'll take your idea, but they won't help you, like they say. I just get sick and tired of it. And I think it's about time for America, and I mean America, Americans, I should say, and this black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Puerto Ricans Americans. If you're going to say that, then go back to Puerto Rico. Well, that's part of America anyway, right? But go back to Africa. I don't think you'd survive 10 minutes. If you want to be any country that you came from, if that's what you're claiming to be, and then American, go back. Okay? Then you're not American. I like that when Raven told Oprah that she wasn't an African American, and Oprah's eyes got sizes of 50-cent pieces, I was so happy for her, Raven, because she told Oprah that she was an American. Oprah couldn't believe it. What's wrong, Oprah? You couldn't believe somebody said they were an American and they didn't want to use African American? Oh boy, I bet you that really floored your ass, didn't it? That's a big ass to floor too, And then Oprah, did answer this one if you hear this or not, Oprah. Did you really say that all old white people must die? And if you did, then why do you interview on your, I think it's called what, Super Soul Sunday, interview all these old white people, and do you have enough guts to tell them that you think old white people must die? Okay? Answer that one, Oprah, if you hear this or not. Because I even tweeted that to you, Oprah. And you can say it's hate or not. But it ain't hate, it's a question. Huh? Come on, Oprah. It's a question. That's all it is. And Kid Rock, I still listen to his music here and there, but it's not impressive. He don't impress me. He's just using the battle flag to sell more records. He's not a rebel. He's not. He's got something big and black between his mouth, and you know what that is. And I'll bet money it's not that cigar either. That's why he's on his knees a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, I said that, Kid Rock, and if you want to show up, or contact me by Twitter, I'll tell you exactly where I live, and I'll tell you that to you in your face, because I'm not a little scared of you. I'm not. You know, and I'm 58 years old and an amputee, and I'll still take you on. You know, and if you're afraid that I'll sue you, bring your lawyer with you or some paperwork, and I'll sign all that paperwork I need to sign. That's to anybody that's a celebrity and that is afraid that I'll sue 'em. Okay? Bring your paperwork. All you guys are talking, no action. That's how I see it. You know, there's, you know, I, the only celebrity it seems like I, that, I don't flip over anything, but I really highly respect is Morgan Freeman. He's the one that talks sense. The rest of them, all of them, is just a big suck up to the liberal government. The Today Show, I watch them, and I tell you what, if they couldn't suck up to Obama's administration any more than what than what they do, hell, they should just call that the Obama Show, don't you think? I do. Hell, you know, it just gets monotonous. It's why should I? You know, I I once started to work at 14 years old, and then I got hurt at 50. I lost my leg at 50 years old, and then I had some young white kid look at me and ask me how come I'm not working and what entitles me to disability pay. Are these guys that stupid? And I told him, I said, I was working since I was 14, paying taxes. And you know what reply he gave me? Well, I deliver papers. That's what I get. See, don't you just want to reach over and slap him off that bicycle? Backhanded. We're clear across the room or something. I do. That's how stupid I see these people. You know? And I just get tired of it anymore. You know? I don't feel sorry for my wife. I adore my wife. My wife busts her ass working 2 jobs to help support us because my disability ain't enough. Like I said, I have tried to get a part-time job, even 1 hour a day, but nothing. And I have tried to, I've signed up for casting of amputees, even a 1-day work thing, but most of them are really in LA, Louisiana, or New York. And I live in the middle of the country, and having no money ain't easy just to fly there, for an audition and all of this. It isn't. So, and then, like I said, I'm working on a business. It's a promotional business. It's Bad Dog Promotions. And I love the blues, and I try to put on a blues festival. And then I call these people's agents or whatever, and I get told, oh, they want 30,000, they want 40,000, they want 50,000. I was told by Kenny Wayne Shepherd's guy that he wants $30,000. He's got to have a king size suite along with 9 queen size suites, and they don't share beds. You're talking a small town here. The place I could go to that to get them would be a 2-hour drive, and hope to God I could get a good deal. So, what's that tell you? And I don't know if, I know Kenny Wayne could bring him in, but I don't know if I could get $30,000 raised, you know. So I'm trying right now. I think I got an idea of where to put one on at with some local bands, and I'm going to give that a try to see if I can get some local bands in to play this first festival I got. It ain't going to be in the town I live in, but this other town, maybe it'll help me. I hope. And I'm hoping to get vendors there, but I'll keep trying, right? Maybe I can get Shelly or Tommy Chong to show up and introduce some of the acts. Now, that would be good, wouldn't it? But it would depend on what they would charge to be there, to see if I could afford them. What else is going on in the news anymore? Oh, Obama, he went to Alaska, changed the name to Denali, but the Alaskans wanted that. It was good to see that he did something finally the people wanted done. But, he's got to watch his P's and Q's. It's getting close to re-election time. And he knows he can't go for another third term. Thank God, because I think I'd shoot him if I had the chance then. I would. I hate that black bastard. I'd even call him a nigger. To me, he's a nigger. He's from Kenya. His name is Barry. They proved all of that. And still, our Congress and our senators, being Republican and Democrats, and Republicans got control of the House and the Senate, they let him go with it. Why? Because they get down on their knees, suck his black dick, and they say thank you. That's who they are. They are. And Bonner, he probably cries while he's doing his, He's probably crying thank you notes, you know what I'm saying? But, he's Bonner, he's just a clown. It's, and, it's just how it is anymore. It's, and I know the world ain't fair. The world don't owe me a living. It's just that I get fed up with some of this shit that's going on. I, I like Matthew McConaughey have, his wife going through all of the legal process of becoming a citizen. Way to go, Matthew. Way to go, dude. I tried to get into the movie there where you were making there at New Orleans. But hey, I wish I could have been there. Tried to get the part. Just, on the battlefield. But I couldn't make it. I couldn't get down there. More power to you, dude. You're a good man. And with Richard Branson, I call him Dick because to me he is a dick. He gives you all this interpreter device or whatever advice. Hey, I don't have the money to all this business. The only reason I started Mad Dog Productions was I had the money to go up to the courthouse to register, which cost me nothing. And I come to find out from her is once I hire people to start, then I gotta get me a federal ID number for taxes. So I try my best to do all the work. Or I got a friend that, let's just say he works for nothing, so I don't need to get a federal tax ID right now. So, that's just shit like that. And it becomes hard. You ask for a little help, you don't get shit. Is it because I'm white? Is it because I'm amputee? Is it because I'm old? Is it because I got long hair? I don't know. You know, I don't know what it is anymore. You know, and here pretty soon I'll probably, after when I get off this and somebody watches this, I'll get another thing about tell Grandpa to get back on his meds or all of this shit. And again, fuck you again, okay? And come on. And Jay-Z, you know, I got sick and tired of you know, I'm not a rapper, and you put all these rapping things about all of this crap. I really don't give a shit about you, Jay-Z. I don't give a shit about Kanye West, except for he's a damn liar. He keeps threatening about leaving America. When's he gonna do it? Please, Kanye, please. Take your fat ass wife that's pregnant. Take your kid that's named after a compass direction and get the hell out of Dodge. That's all, you know, you threaten it, but you never do. That's why people never really take it serious. And the only time they get upset with you is when you get on the stage and take a microphone away from Taylor Swift. Come on. You got to take a microphone away from Taylor Swift or from some skinny white guy. I tell you what, I may be out of shape, but if I was on that floor and you came up there to try to take the microphone from me, I'd knock you on your black ass, boy. I would. And then I'd look at JC and say, you're going to let this boy defend your wife? He's got his own fat ass wife. Come on, Jay-Z. Get some balls. Kick his ass and tell him to leave your wife alone. You know? Because he couldn't marry her, he's got to defend her like that? Think about it now, Jay-Z. Think about it. You know? Hell. You're probably, when you were in high school, you probably whipped anybody else's ass that defended your woman beside you, right? Because that was your woman. Come on. You don't need that shit. Or are you a little boy, Jay-Z? Huh? Come on. Answer that question. You know, and you probably won't watch this anyway, right? Because I'm not a brother. Is that it, Jay-Z? Because I'm not a brother. No, thank God I'm not a brother. Because if I was a brother, I'd have to, you know, and I'm not hoping that my lips ain't as big as yours. Because if I was a brother, I'd wet your lips and stick you on the window just to watch you. At your age, it'd be easy to watch you. Wet your lips, stick you on the window. Hey, it'd be easier to watch you that way, wouldn't it? Hey, if all you blacks can have hate talk, so can I. You know? Is that how you watch your kid, though, Jay-Z? You wet his lips and stick him on the wall or on a window or something? And that's all he does is hang there all day? Huh? I don't care. You guys can say it's hatred. It's hatred. It's honest. I'm being honest. You know, I don't hate just one person. I hate everybody. You know, I know what the police are for. I ain't going to go out and kill them because they're here to serve and to protect. You know, if I see a policeman down, needs help, I'm going to help that cop. I am. If I got my baseball bat and that cop's down, and that cop's losing, I'm going to take my bat to whoever the criminal is. I don't care if I crush his skull in. I'm helping that officer. I don't care if the guy's black, white, Latino, or what. That officer needs help, and I'm an American. You guys think this is bullshit. You guys can talk all your bullshit on your Twitter. Oh, try Crown Papers. Do this. You can do that. Or listen to these people on Atlantic Records. I tried to listen to some of this new music, and some of this new music sucks. Okay? I'm letting you know right now. Some of it sucks. You know. Maybe it's my age. Yeah, but some of this new music sucks. It with a big ass and a big D. I don't know who's backing these people up or who's managing, but you better realize right now that they might make a record and you're going to throw it in the dust pile because they ain't going to go far. I'm telling you that right now. They can say, "Oh, we made a record." Yeah, they made a record. That's about it. And or another one-hit wonder, and that's about it. Bullshit. Let's talk about things that will be good for us, Americans. To begin with, let's do what Denmark, the Netherlands, and all them other ones are doing. We tell them Muslims, get rid of the burqa, assimilate to our way of life, learn English, close all the mosques, knock them down, then see where in the hell they're at. Because then I'll bet money on it, they move their ass back to the Middle East because that's what they need. And like they showed a picture on the news. Did you see all them damn burqas in line at the French welfare office? That's bullshit. They come from the Middle East and get on welfare. Yeah, that way they can probably plant a bomb in that son of a bitch because you're not allowed to look in that burqa or anything else, and they can just walk off, blow the fucking place up. They don't give a shit because it's Sharia law. Oh, yeah. But no, that's all right. They can marry a 9-year-old, and we can't. Oh, but it's not pedophile if they do it. But if Joe Green down the road marries a 9-year-old, which I hope to God he don't, because I'd have to kill him then, that's being a pedophile. So what's the difference? Nothing. So, hey, if you see a Muslim walking down the road with a 9-year-old, I'll bet you 9 out of 10 times you hit him with a baseball bat in the head, knock him down, grab the girl, and ask the girl, "Are you his daughter?" She'd say, "No, I'm his wife." You just saved a 9-year-old girl from a pedophile. You did. I think that's easy. Like I told Branstad, I think he's a traitor because he made a he signed a proclamation of having a Muslim day. I told him, "What's your problem? They're over there in Afghanistan and all them other Middle East countries killing American soldiers. And then you give them a day while you should be closing mosques, destroying them, putting these Muslims in internment camps? Bullshit. No. He's stupid. I think that's where they belong. Assimilate or get the hell out." And yes, that is hatred. Yeah, that is hatred. Any religion that says, "Join us," and even if you join us in your Christianity, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to behead you anyway. Oh, okay. Can I say my book says even though you're Muslim and anything, I'm going to have to blow your brains out? Can I start a group like that? Let's start a group like that. But you can only blow Muslims' heads off. How's that? Huh? And that'll probably get the FBI kicking down my door here pretty soon after they see this, right? But I don't know, again, it's hard to say, and then now, then they worry about people climbing over the fence and at the White House trying to get to Obama. Oh, please let these guys get to him and kill the bastard. And then we can put Crazy Joe in there for a while and have some laughs, have some fun, because people don't like that, ape-looking son of a bitch along with his wife. It's it's just bullshit. Come on, people. You know, and you got this Twitter thing. They got TMZ. TMZ, said, hey, to me that one time I answered their ad on Who Wants to Give out their opinion on what's going on in the world today or whatever. And I told them I would. Then come to find out, I got to pay for the Skype and everything. Whoa, and like I said, I don't make a lot of money. So I had to buy out on that. And, it's just sad where we've got to, where our homeless vets stay homeless, our career welfare mothers that's got 15 kids from at least 10 to 15 different fathers live on welfare. The states don't go for child support because the mother puts on the birth certificate. She don't know who the father is. Then take the welfare away. That's how I see it. If she says I don't know who the father is, then she don't get welfare. That's what I'm saying. White, black, purple, pink, whatever. Even if they're a space alien and they come land in the emergency room. That's how I see it. And don't give me this, oh, these poor babies. Then take the baby away from them. Give them to a couple that will take care of it. Hey, there's a lot of gay couples that can't have babies because I don't think if you're butt fucking each other, I don't think you can have a baby that way. Well, I know lesbians use turkey basters, but I think they prefer to go to a doctor to get that done. So they'd rather have their own too, right? So there you go. And then they're bitching about Planned Parenthood. And I'm beginning to believe that Planned Parenthood, I don't think they're selling organs. I do believe they're selling tissues, skin tissue or cells to help with science. And the Republicans are just hollering organs to get people pissed off at Planned Parenthood, where then they'll say, oh, them liberals and Democrats, that's what they want to form, is to kill babies and abort babies and all of this. No, that they're lying to you, people. I think they're lying pretty good to you. And what movies they're showing has been edited pretty well, I think. That's how I see it. And then you got all these other TV preachers. How come they can ask for people to send them? They're going to send these people, if they call this toll-free number and ask for a prayer cloth, they're going to send them a prayer cloth. And with that prayer cloth, if they write down, I don't know for sure if this is right, but if they write down the names of the people that need to say prayers, need to be helped, and along with $5, they'll say these prayers on this for this prayer cloth to help these people. They do that. But all I'm asking is for $1.25, and I'll send you a free touch from God. Now remember that, people. A free touch from God, but that $1.25 is to cover the postage and handling. Do you know what a touch from God weighs? And the post office doesn't give me a break. So I need that money to send you that free touch from God. I'm not going to preach and guarantee you money and a spot in heaven, because I don't know what sins you have committed, and I don't care. I'll just send you that free touch from God for $1.25. And I can guarantee that I won't get on TV and cry and say that I've sinned because I used the money for hookers. I don't use hookers. I'm married. You know, I won't cry and say, oh, forgive me, Lord, I've sinned, I've used bad women. I won't do that. I can guarantee that. You know, but it's just becoming bullshit. You know, I got other fathers out there. I have got son-in-laws that are pretty good people. They're good kids. To me, they're kids because they're in their 30s and 20s. You know, I tease them. They help me out when they can. They really do, and I appreciate that. So does people say your stepdaughters. No, they're my daughters. That's Kim and Ashley. They're very, very good people. I love them very much. They tease with me as I tease them. Ashley, she's good at hollering mom when I start teasing her, and that makes me laugh more and tease her more, you know. Kim, she just says, way to go, Tom, you know. And if they're listening to this, and just let them know that let's do it by this way, okay? Nathan, Elliot, Jackson, Cameron, Lexus, Jade, Wyatt, I love you all. No one can take your place because Papa's crazy, remember? But hey, it's just, I'm just getting sick and tired of all this political crap. And I really do hope Donald Trump becomes president. And Donald, if you hear this, Donald, would you please put a pair of handcuffs on Obama and don't let him leave the country until at least he's done with court. If they find him not guilty, if they find him guilty of treason, hang the son of a bitch on that day that he is found guilty of treason. Don't wait to hear a sentence by the jury or anything. Hang him right then and there. Then kick his family out of the country, put him back in Kenya, then see how long they live. Okay? I bet you the warlords come by and they might take Michelle, but they'll take his two daughters. You know, what they're going to say, my father was the president of the United States, but they hung him for treason because he was a bad president and a communist bastard. Yeah, They already know that. And then they'll laugh at him. Like the wicked guy does in the movie with the cigar. But you die anyway. You know. But I get sick and tired of it. And there's a few things I want to say. Louis Farrakhan, I hope you got guards, because I'm going to let you know, really. You come into my part of the country, I'll come for you. I'm an old white man, but I'll come for you. I'm not scared of you. And if you're so big and bad, one white man shouldn't bother you. You should face me man to man, or you're going to have your bodyguard shoot me. Huh? See, that's because you're chicken. You'll have to have one of your bodyguards there to protect you because you're chicken. I'm calling you out now, Louis Farrakhan. You know that? How about it, Louis Farrakhan? Are you ready to take this old man on in a boxing ring? Anywhere you want to. But I'm not going into a mosque, because you guys had probably put snipers somewhere to shoot me, and then you'd say, oh, I knew nothing about it. So, no. I'm not stupid. And then, I tell you what, if I whip your ass, Louis Farrakhan, you leave the country for good. I mean it. And I get to pick the country where you get to go to. Okay? Along with all your other followers. And all I'm going to give you a hint is buy some cold weather gear, because Antarctica is fucking cold all year round. That's where you belong. You can preach your hatred to the pelicans, not the pelicans, to the penguins, the polar bears, snow seals, leopard seals, and anything else that maybe listen to you, because nobody's going to listen to you up there. Because all you want to do is bait hate, don't you? I don't bait hate. Like I said, I hate everybody equally, except for my family. And there's a few of them I hate equally too, and they know who they are already too, because I told them. Boy, I'm going on an hour. Can you believe that? I just get, don't you just get tired of all the bullshit people? Like I said last time, walk out to your front doors, every one of you, and holler like the guy did in the movie. I'm mad as hell and I ain't going to take it any longer. Come on, people. Let's get a movement going. We need that movement. That, or let's make Americans strong again. People know what you mean. People know that you're sick and tired of jobs going to Mexico, like Oreo. Hey, I've been losing weight. I cut down back on my sweets and my pop and all of this. And I used to have, when I used to lose like 10 pounds or so on my diet, for a treat myself, I'd eat a peanut butter Oreo. I'm not eating Oreos no more, because the bitch that is in charge of Oreos is moving 600 jobs to Mexico. Well, that bitch can kiss my ass, because I'm not buying no more Oreos. So let's boycott Oreos. Okay? That's how I see it. Boycott Oreos. It's might as well start boycotting boycotting stuff. If they're not going to if they're not going to keep jobs here in America, start boycotting them. Don't buy their made in China shit. Don't, you know, I don't want an Oreo that's made in Mexico. I want an Oreo that's made in America that I know that is at least supervised by the USDA. You know, shit. You know, it's all our jobs are going overseas. And, you know, and we say our representatives won't let that happen. Well, our representatives are letting it happen because, and I'm going to tell you why, I believe 100%, and people can argue with me with that, but I believe every one of our representatives and our senators are lining their pockets. And plus, we've got a lot of our senators and and congressmen that should be out of there. You know, if they were animals and they were that age, you would just put them out to pasture and let them die. Because they're not good for nothing. They're not good to eat because they'd be too tough. So, hey, it's time to kick their ass out. Don't give them a choice to get reelected. Just walk up to them and say, hey, pack your shit out of your office. Leave. You're too fucking old. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. You know, at Nancy Pelosi. Well, we had to pass the bill to find out what was in it. You couldn't read, the son of a bitch? You know, but then her husband got a big old grant from the government. Huh. I wonder if my wife ran for office and got elected, I could get a grant from them. But I don't play that way. I'm not. I'm sick and tired of playing this shit. I am. But I think it's about time we all, being disabled, being able, full body able, get up and do something about it. Well, wait a minute, welfare mothers, please do not get up, because when you get up, you end up flat on your back and you're pregnant again, and then you'll want more money. Please do not stand up, because I'm not paying for no more of your fucking kids. Okay? I'm not. And I'm talking black, white, Latino, purple, green, yellow, any color you want to talk about that is a career welfare mother. And I think really all you deserve is 1 fucking year of welfare and some classes to get you a job. And if you don't want to do it, you lose your welfare. So you got your choice. Okay? And don't give me this, who's going to feed my kids? Well, maybe you should have finished high school and quit spreading your legs. Because really, you know, 15 kids, wouldn't that make you a nymphomaniac? You know, maybe you should maybe you should go to Vegas. Maybe you should go to Nevada and go to the places where whoring is legal, work at one of the ranches, and I think they give you pills, and then you can get all the dick you want and you won't get no kids. How's that? Wouldn't that make you happy? And you make money to support your kids. Wouldn't that make more sense? Because you're a nymphomaniac anyway, aren't you? If you got 15 kids and 15 fathers, you're a nymphomaniac. So, hey, then at least you'll get paid for laying on your backs. Damn. You know. So, see, what else? I could talk about my family problems, but they're my family problems. See what else. It just, it just, I guess really what is really pissing me off is I expect a reply from people that I talk to. You know, even if it's a hi, bye, kiss my ass, because I guess it's called respect. I do that with the people that I know, my friends. If they talk to me, I talk to them, but not no more. You know, I used to have a good friend, and for some reason he's ignoring me, and that's fine. He can kiss my ass too. All I care. I don't care. You know, I came into this world alone except for my mother, and I'll go out alone except for my wife. I don't give a shit. You know, but I can tell you what, I'm living a good life, and I'll be happy when I die. But I'll tell you what, I'll go down fighting. Me and death have a good fight before I go down. Can you say that, or are you just going to lay there and die? Huh? So look at there, an hour and 6 minutes. So here's my video again, and I'll say this one more time on YouTube. Cottonmouth Kings, I challenge you. I don't want to hear about your crown papers. I don't want to hear about the crown things or everything else. I challenge you. The rules. No crowds. Wives, girlfriends. We set. We can smoke out of a bong, a pipe. You guys would have to roll the joints because my rolling ain't worth a shit. But, and I know, me being 58 years old, I was smoking pot when you're still a brown stain on your mom and dad's sheets, boys. So there. When I'm saying I want to, don't, you guys act tough, but you're not. You're not, I think if it wasn't for ICP, you guys wouldn't even just say, I think you should thank ICP. Let's put it that way. But, so, and hey, if any other groups want to get on the deal, let me know. Maybe we can have one big one. Because I can find a good place where we can find a big one. I'm not saying crowds. I'm saying us. Man to man. Person to person. Come on. Show me that you guys got some balls nowadays. Back in the 60s and the 70s, at least you can say celebrities or the stars or whatever you want to say, they had balls. They accepted challenges. But you guys hide. You guys to worry about, my lawyers and you're going to sue me. I have no reason to sue you. Even if we got in a fight, you beat my ass, I wouldn't sue you. Because either I started it, most likely I started it with my attitude. And, I have no reason to sue you. We're men. So hey, all the people out there in YouTube land, peace. Somebody loves you, like your mothers, your fathers, Shelly, Tommy. Hope to hear from you. Oh, Shelly and Tommy, if you would like to come over to my house and catch one, burn one, let me know. We'll get together because it's a long story here about this town, and I'll tell you why or whatever. But, hey, love everybody or hate everybody, whatever you want to say. Let's have fun, okay? All right. Love y'all. We'll talk again, and maybe I'll really lose it next time, okay? And I hope all of this makes sense because my mind's going 100 miles an hour every direction, okay? All right. Bye.